When my plane landed, my brain went into defense mode. I expected chaos, noise, confusion, long lines, outdated systems, developing country expectations. But within 10 minutes, every single stereotype collapsed. Kuala Lumpur International Airport wasn't loud. It wasn't messy. It wasn't struggling. It was calm, architecturally stunning, efficient, clean in a way that feels intentional, not performative. I've flown through airports that claim to be world-class. KLIA made several of them feel like upgraded bus terminals. And that's when a dangerous thought hit me. If the airport looks like this, what else have we been completely wrong about? Because airports don't lie. They're usually the most honest reflection of a country's systems. So if Malaysia's front door looked this polished, what was waiting beyond it? I stepped outside the airport, expecting the usual pain. Overpriced taxis, confusing signs, traffic chaos. Instead, precision. Trains arrived every few minutes. Stations were spotless. Routes were integrated, bus, rail, rideshare, working together like parts of one system. No drama, no confusion, no stress. In New York, I once waited 42 minutes for a train. In Kuala Lumpur, I never waited longer than 4. And suddenly, it hit me. This system wasn't trying to be like the West. It was outperforming it, which raised an uncomfortable question. If Malaysia solved transportation this well, why are people still acting like it's behind? And that question led me straight to the most dangerous place in any country, the food. Every country says they have great food. Malaysia doesn't say it. Malaysia demonstrates it daily. Street food here doesn't feel cheap. It feels historic. Each dish tastes like it survived generations of brutal competition. Refined, adjusted, perfected. Nasi lemak, char kway teow, roti canai, satay, laksa. Meals that would cost $15 to $20 in Western cities cost $2,003 here. Not because Malaysia is poor, but because food isn't a luxury. It's a cultural right. UNESCO noticed. Tourists notice. Locals live it. And while I was still processing how unfairly good the food was, another thought crept in. If daily life is this high quality, what happens when things get serious, like healthcare? That's when Malaysia really stopped playing fair. I walked into a private hospital expecting something functional. What I walked into felt like a luxury hotel lobby. Marble floors, soft lighting, professional, calm staff, cutting-edge equipment, internationally trained doctors. Then came the price. A full medical screening, the kind that costs thousands of dollars in the US, cost me under $300. Fast results, smooth process, world-class care. This wasn't good for a developing country. This was premium global healthcare without premium global prices. And now I was genuinely confused. How is Malaysia doing all this and still keeping life affordable? The answer was in my pocket. Literally. Malaysia didn't slowly upgrade technology. It jumped over old systems entirely. QR codes everywhere. Cashless payments, even in wet markets. Government services online. Internet speeds faster than what I had in major US cities. My phone became my wallet, my transit card, my parking meter, my ID, my access to everything. And I realized something terrifying for the West. Malaysia didn't modernize late. It modernized smart. So now the question was unavoidable. If tech, healthcare, food, and transport are this advanced, what does living here actually cost? That's when reality broke completely. Apartment hunting changed everything. I expected compromises, small spaces, old buildings. Affordable means uncomfortable. Wrong. I toured a modern Kuala Lumpur high-rise, floor-to-ceiling windows, rooftop pool, gym, 24/7, security city, skyline views. The rent? Less than half of what I paid for a tiny Western studio. Not half the size, half the price. And this wasn't low quality. This was high quality, affordable by design. That raised a massive question. If people can live this well, what kind of education system supports it? Malaysia doesn't just offer education, it offers options. British curriculum, American curriculum, IB programs. Accessible not just to elites, but middle-class families. And then there's language. Many Malaysian students grow up speaking English, Bahasa Malaysia, Mandarin, Tamil, sometimes more. Meanwhile, students in many Western countries graduate struggling with one. The result? Young Malaysians are globally fluent, culturally adaptable, and prepared for international economies without leaving home. So if the youth is this prepared, what kind of economy are they stepping into? The answer surprised me. Kuala Lumpur malls aren't malls. They're cities, luxury brands, global fashion houses, local designers, architecture that looks sci-fi, food courts that taste Michelin level. And here's the key detail. These places aren't full of tourists. They're full of locals. This isn't fake prosperity. It's a strong middle class with real spending power. So now the question becomes unavoidable. If daily life looks this strong, what's holding the entire system together underneath? The answer was outside. Malaysia's infrastructure doesn't just function, it finishes. Highways are smooth, clean, well-lit. Public facilities are modern and usable. City planning balances business, culture, and green space. And here's the part that shocked me most. Projects finish on time and on budget. In a world where mega projects drag on for decades, Malaysia quietly just builds, which raised a new concern. At this pace, what about the environment? I expected pollution, I expected smog, I expected sacrificed forests. Instead, protected jungles, national parks, massive green reserves. You can leave KL and be surrounded by ancient rainforest in under an hour. Air quality often beats major Western cities. Malaysia didn't choose development or nature, it chose both, which led to one final question, the one everyone asks but rarely believes the answer to. Is it actually safe? I felt safer walking Kuala Lumpur at night than in Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, London. No tension, no paranoia, no constant alertness. Not because of fear, but because of social stability. And that's when it hit me. Malaysia isn't loud about its success. It doesn't market itself aggressively. It just works. Quietly. Consistently. While the world argues about yesterday's problems, Malaysia is already living tomorrow. So the real question isn't, why is Malaysia so advanced? The real question is, why did nobody tell us?